have PMP stars also here. Cleared PMP recently. Ooh, a lot of smile in the face, eh? Ankita, pretty excited.
Yeah, Shriram.
All right, let's talk quickly about your success as well. I have few more people who cleared exam. Who all I have here? Who cleared PMP? Gangadhar is here. Okay. Okay, Imtiaz is here. Okay, nice. Three people who cleared PMP recently. Nice. First, welcome you all to this Sunday prayers. We meet every Sunday to talk about how things are progressing on PMP and PMI-ACP. It's always nice to see when some people get a success and there is a joy in their face. Yes, it's been done. Yeah, that gives an immense amount of joy and a relieved feel, isn't it? Let me see if I can put in spotlight. I have Ankita, Imtiaz, and one more person. Where is Gangadhar? Gangadhar, did I miss you? Okay, Gangadhar, you're here? Okay, Gangadhar is here. All right, three people are here who cleared PMP. Let's give a congratulations and round of applause to all. Great
Thank you
job.
so much. Thank you so
Great
much.
job. Great job. Are you feeling good? Happy?
Excited.
Excited. All right. So it's a journey of starting with the preparation and then practicing questions and getting the exams. So people here are pretty excited to know how this success happened. So before I go there, first I wish to congratulations. We also get more wishes from people around. I can see people are wishing you in the chat here. Let me listen to the people here. Maybe I can start with Ankita. So, how was your journey practicing and going for the exam?
First of all, I would like to thank you, Shriram, and your team for your immense support, because of which it was like really impossible. And the journey was very tough. It was like too much of stress. For the 2 months, it was like literally overdose of stress plus the knowledge. But
Okay.
it turned out very well. In the end,
Okay.
it was like too much and too good, I would say.
Okay. I understand that point. But if you want to redo this again, in the sense of if you go time travel, you want to do it again, will you repeat
No,
the
no, no.
same format? Will you do the same format or you do any correction on it? What you did?
I will do correction in it. Yeah,
What could be correction?
definitely. Time management during the final exam. Time management. I
Hmm.
did practice like during your answering your mock exams.
Uh-huh.
I went with like the time management first and then understanding the questions. But
Hmm.
then on the exam day, somehow it like time management did not go well as I had planned. So that was
Any
like
learnings? Any learnings people can take from you? What could be the
yeah,
one?
yeah. Uh, like you had told me, to manage the time properly. So
Hmm.
I had practiced that during the mock exam. But what happened is, during the first set of 60 questions,
Hmm.
the first 10 questions, I took little bit more time, but not, I think, per question, I will not say more than 1 minute.
Hmm.
But then after completing my 40 questions, the questions were a bit tough as compared to first set of 40 questions. So those 20 questions consumed a bit lot of time,
More
and
time.
my first session itself completed in 95 minutes, and that was
Hmm.
like too much.
Hmm.
So this affected my last set. In
Hmm.
the last set, I had 20 questions and
Uh,
13 minutes, and it was like too much of stress, and I did not want to like just tick any option. I
hmm.
wanted to read each and every question and complete my test properly.
Hmm.
So then I don't know, somehow I got from where I got that power, I really don't know. Maybe it was from your this half an hour, whatever gyan you do, that was like coming in front of me. And then I completed entire test, and there were 3 minutes remaining. 20
Ah.
questions in 10 minutes.
Okay. 3 minutes remaining. Okay. You went
Yeah,
fast.
that's what.
Nice.
And then it was on the first floor exam test. And then I came down, and they gave me the printout. I'm like looking, where is the passing of that word? And I saw that. And then I was like happy. Everything I achieved, I thought. It was
Yeah.
like too much of joy.
Good. Good, Ankita. That's a good happiness, joy. Also, there is a learning that be careful on time management.
Yeah,
Uh,
right.
in the main exam, especially. Yeah, give attention to time. That's right.
That's what.
A good time. If you want to say three slots, what could be a good time for someone to work?
I will say first session, try to complete it within 70 minutes or
Hmm.
before that. Because like while your mock questions are totally the same,
Hmm.
similar one. Only the options which you provide are a bit tricky.
Hmm.
And over there, the options you can select are a bit less tricky than what I saw in your mock.
Hmm.
So I will say try practicing understanding the question in first attempt. So
Hmm.
that will be the most important thing. And while reading and while understanding the concept, I would suggest to understand the concept. Do not just like by heart, try to by heart. Understand the questions
Hmm.
properly.
Okay.
And somehow I tried to follow the Shuhari,
Hmm.
which you explain.
Hmm.
So that the skill management, yeah, so yeah, skill mastery. So
Yep.
that I try to adopt during my learning period, and then I try to like experiment it during the mock.
Okay. Good. Good
Yeah,
to know that you apply what you learn. Good to know.
yeah.
Very nice to know. So I'm sure your family is excited and you're also a bit relieved right now. That's good to know.
I'm like too relieved. The pressure and stress is like too much. And even the call before my exam, the call which you like we spoke no for I think 5 minutes or 10 minutes, that was like a bit relieving.
Hmm.
Seriously, your support is like immense in this.
Good to know.
I'm
Good to know.
really thankful.
Great. Great, Ankita. Happy for your success. And this is a stepping stone. I will not tell PMP is end. It's a start. Now the door opened. Now you realized you can push yourself to the higher level. So now you'll apply in your job, get a better positions, keep growing. I believe you're in Europe or you're in Ireland somewhere.
Yeah, Ireland.
Ireland, you are. Okay, good.
Yeah.
Good wishes. And thanks for coming up here to share your experience and be active in Elite group. We have something called
Mm.
Elite group. So you can
Yes.
see more opportunities. People talk about job availability also, which is
Yeah.
also a good platform to discuss. Yeah.
Mhm. Okay,
Good.
thank you.
All
Yeah.
right. Thanks, Ankita. That's Ankita who cleared the PMP recently. Great. Then
Thank
I
you,
can see
Shri.
the excitement with her. Then what I do is I'll invite whom I have. I have hey, Imtiaz, you want to get inside? Let me pull him inside. He's here. Hey.
Yes,
So
yes.
when you cleared exam?
I cleared, I think it's 2 weeks right now. 29th April, I have cleared the exam.
Nice.
So it was a little bit stress what Ankita has said, right? I have done totally 4 marks. I was
Hmm.
not about to contact you. I thought without telling you, I will go and appear for the exam. Then let's the result come in. Then I will get in touch with you. So
Okay.
there is some mental pressure, right? I think when you are preparing, right? Actually, I called my father-in-law and mother-in-law so that my children don't disturb me a lot, so that
Hmm.
they will be taken care by my father-in-law and mother-in-law, so that I'll be free. So when
Hmm.
I'm studying, right, my father-in-law, my children comes in. What are you doing? So
Hmm.
every time I write mock exam, the first mock, second mock, my elder son is very much interested. What's the mark? When I say below target, so we are telling them, right, score more than 80%. We are not expecting 99%, but score more than at least 80%. You are telling me score more than 80%. How do
Good
I
one. Huh?
explain him that more than 70% itself it is enough? So it's quite challenging. I think the preparation part is not that much tough. The mental pressure, if I
Okay.
fail the exam, what my wife will think, what the other person will think, that was kind of, it was revolving, I think. Studying
Hmm.
part, I think it is quite easy. I think it's not a big thing, because we don't need to memorize anything. We just want to understand the concepts, right,
Yes.
whatever it is there. So we
Yes.
need to understand the process, how it goes through.
Yeah.
So I think again, for me also the same thing, the time pressure was there during the exam. As
Ah.
Ankita said, the
Hmm.
first 60 questions I took maybe 100 minutes or maybe 105 minutes. It was quite
Wow.
big.
That's
So
much.
it was very big. Then I took a break. So I think even I read in Rita book the last page, tips for clearing the exam in the first attempt. It is
Okay.
clearly mentioned that you took control over the exam. Don't let the exam control over you. But
Okay.
unfortunately, it happened for me that exam took control over me. I was a bit nervous when I went to the exam center. They are checking our pockets, everything we need to keep into the locker, all those things. It was something different situation for me because I have cleared the scaled agilist and the scaled scrum master, the safe and all. We will do it in front of system, that too at home, and
Yeah.
just for 1.5 hours, right?
Yeah.
That was quite easy, and that is bookish question. Once if you read those, I think the content, whatever the safe provides, right?
Mm.
It's easily you can clear, but this is altogether completely different scenario. So
Mm.
it was quite difficult. The first 60 questions, 100 minutes. Then I took a break. Then
Mm.
I came from the break. They are giving exactly 10 minutes. You have to come back because I need to go to the nature's call. It was
Mm.
I went. Then I
Mm.
came back, and then the invigilator has said that you can't take a break. It's already 100 minutes now. Second break you can't take. That is what they said. I don't know why it is. I took
Why?
exam in Bangalore, Shivaji Nagar.
Uh-huh.
They said that already the first break itself you took very late. You can't take the second break. That is what they said
Mm.
to me. It was
Mm.
quite weird. It's okay because again I left out with 130 minutes. The
No,
next
they can't say like that. They
that
can't
that is
say like
what they said to me.
mm.
And when I went for the second 60
Mm.
set of questions, so
Mm.
I'm watching the clock, 130 minutes, 120 questions. Slowly it is getting dropped. Okay. I am reaching to a point that I need to attend 60 questions, 50 minutes. So
Oh,
you tell me, you can't believe that last 10 questions, last 5 questions, I didn't read the questions properly also. I directly went with the options, whichever options. You may see some options, right, which may not be correct by looking at the options. The
okay, yeah.
most of the questions, right, even from the start, from number 1 till number 180, easily I could remove the 2 questions easily by
That's it.
elimination technique. I'm
Mm-hmm.
facing that last 2 questions, right? Even we have this strikeout option, we can color it,
Mm-hmm.
we can give the highlighting, the options, right? So the another 2 questions I had a different I had very difficulty that what to choose. That
Mm-hmm.
whatever you say, right, the sixth sense, somehow it is not working in the examination center. It's really difficult. It's not easy, and time pressure is there. I didn't review whatever I have done 180 questions. I didn't review. I didn't had time to review. That was
Ah.
really bad. Given a chance, if I write an exam, I would
Mm.
do really a better, much better than what I did before. I
Mm.
was of the opinion that I may not clear because I was a little bit nervous when I was taking the exam. Again, I contacted you 2 days before or 3 days before after the mock test 4. You said me stop for a while. Now for the mock test, you can practice 40 questions or 60 questions and reading ability. What
Mm.
I faced, right, the reading ability, uh, by first read I couldn't and I couldn't
Right.
get the questions properly.
Yeah.
So if it is for 1 or 2 questions, it is okay. For me, it happened for multiple questions. That
Mm.
took a lot of time. So I
Mm.
still encourage the people who are going appearing for exam, the reading ability, read slowly. By first attempt itself, you have to understand that question properly. Once you understand, most
Mm.
likely you will correct. You will choose a correct answer.
Well said.
Definitely. That
Well
is
said.
the part I think is because we know the concepts, right? I think we
Yeah.
will choose the correct answer. You have to understand the questions in first attempt, and most likely you will have a right answer. Yeah.
Good to know. Good to know. Thanks for being so honest and transparent to share what happened, because it shows how that was a battle in the exam hall, and you won the game. That's important news. Even though you said the exam took control of you, but you beat it, right?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, right.
And that's a key, right? You don't give up. That's the important thing
Yes.
in leadership. Even in leadership or any management meetings or management decisions, many decisions we don't know it is going to work for us. But we go with a gut feel and we go with some thought process, let it happen. Sometimes it looks like things are over you, but over a period of time, on your consistency and determination will come out. So proud of you, Mitas. You did it. Good job. I believe your family is also proud of you now.
Yes. Yes.
But you
Yeah.
cannot compete with your son or daughter with the scores. That you cannot
Yes.
do.
Yes. 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 That is not at all possible. And one last advice, what I would like to give the people who are going to appear for the exam, definitely hard work will pay for you, because my family knows, my wife knows, my son knows that I have put really too much of time into this preparation, all those things. So when you do really hard work, when you are sincere to yourself, definitely whatever may be the condition, most likely maybe more than 99% chances you will clear the exam if you appear for mock test, all those things. And one more thing, that the mock test 1 and 2, I felt it's relatively easy. The first mock test, I don't know. When you go for the second mock test, third mock test, the questions are bigger sentences questions, and there are no direct questions. So maybe one more point for me, right? The first mock test I scored maybe 63 or 64. Every subsequent mock test, my marks are decreasing by 1% or 2%. So that is also not a good part. So if it is getting increased, you will have more confidence. So when you're going for an exam. So again, as Ankita said clearly, you have to review, because in our mock test, as ShriLearning, which provides the mock test, right? It gives, I believe it is 250 minutes, right? For 180 questions, 20 minutes break. You included the 20 minutes break. We can take any point in time. But in reality, you can't review 180 questions in a single stretch, as you have explained. Maybe I didn't notice that one. So first 60 questions, once it is done, you can't come back to that 60 questions again. The next 60 questions you can't come back. So as Ankita said, first 60 questions, maybe 70 minutes, maybe you have to complete, and again maybe you have to have 5 minutes or maybe 10 minutes. You should review it, then you should close that session. Then that would be a good enough. Even you will have more confident. Otherwise, it is better you should review whatever you have flagged the questions, right? You have to review. Then there will be more chances that you will get more questions right on your exam. Yeah.
Perfect. Well said. Thanks for sharing that. In fact, one of the reasons we conduct this Sunday prayers, inviting people, is to get this knowledge. I sometimes even put in the class also saying that every 60 questions, PMI will stop, which means they give a break. You can go, come out. But this 60 question will be locked. The moment you cross the 60, it will be locked, which means you cannot go back. So in 60 question, if you mark 4 questions for review, I will see these 4 questions and then it's over. That's it. Then I go to next 60 questions, the second slot, then third slot. So they go by slot wise. That's how it will work. It is also good, I will tell you, when I do the exam years back, we used to get to 200 questions, one slot. So I can go to 200th question. I can go to first question. Does it look so nice? But actually that's a pain. When you have more options, you don't know which t-shirt to choose.
Yes.
When you have a limited only 2 t-shirts, you will choose one of them, right? So we even think it's good 200 questions at a slot, but it was a pain those days. But I will also accept your point that we'll be mindful on time management, be careful on what you're doing, and this is the reason we practice in a practice exam. If we take practice exams, I would have many times asked people, can you put your score? Can you tell me how much of time you took? Do you took a break? I will ask as if like a school children. Sometimes they feel like, man, I'm in the industry for 40 years, 30 years. You guys are treating me like a school child. When they go to main exam, they'll realize all the one I said, God, man, I should have listened to this guy. So main exam is a bit tricky because it's more of a tough exam in the world, one of the toughest exam, right? Good. I'm pretty happy that you did it, Imtiaz. I'm so happy that transparently you shared what happened. That's more important, right? That's pretty nice. Thanks for sharing.
Yeah. Last thing I would like to say one thing. Even in the exam center, it is continuously monitored, right, with cameras.
Of
Okay.
course.
There are a lot of other people also side by side. They are writing their exams. Not only PMP, there are some other several exams that Pearson Group is conducting. So after my break, there are 5 minutes left already. So 5 minutes over, and still 5 more minutes was there. So they were telling that you have to go to the exam to your place and you have to start immediately. I could see there are 4 minutes spare. I was about to relax at my in front of the system. I wanted to relax since I have 4 minutes, right? The break. So they are not allowing. Once you come into your place, you have to start immediately. You can't take break here. You can't sit idle. That was also quite peculiar to me. So that 4.5 minutes, right? You can take some deep breathing technique. You can relax yourself. But what's the problem for them? I don't know. So
I
it's
think
my time, right? Yeah.
it's something wrong. We have to raise a complaint on this one. They cannot treat like this. It
Yeah,
should not
that
do
was
that way.
not good. Yeah.
Yeah, not good, not good. You have all the rights to raise a complaint, but this should not be done. In fact, they cannot tell two breaks are not there. It's in the
Yeah,
part
that is
of
what.
the system. You can take two breaks. They don't have any rights to talk to you and tell you have to do this. It's your exam. You can plan what it is. If you violate the rule, they can say something. If you
Okay.
don't violate anything, they don't have anything to talk. Maybe there could be one or two staff lesser knowledge could have behaved this way, but we have to still raise this. I don't know whether you have a forum to raise a feedback. If it is there, we have to raise against a Pearson, not PMI, Pearson. Pearson, you
Okay.
have to raise a forum, raise a ticket saying that I was disturbed heavily while I'm doing examination, which is not good. It's not good practice. Okay,
Okay.
I see that, which means many problem you cleared. It look like you have a toughest video game you played. Okay,
Okay.
good.
Thank you,
Great.
Shri.
Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. Thanks for sharing experience. Okay, then let me bring one more person here. Today we have a big day, I believe. We have Gangadhar also here. Nice. Gangadhar, what a
Hi,
smile.
Shri.
Done with the exam. Okay. Congratulations, Gangadhar. Happy for you.
Thank you very much. And thank you, Shri. You were there continuously, and this was like more tough period all through the life. Like I had multiple challenges coming up in the April month, and then exam on the May. So
Mhm.
it was very tough. I have to manage everything, a lot of things coming at all at once.
Mm.
Actually, my preparation also, it was like I planned initially something and I did not keep up with that plan. I was like, I'll read everything and the marks, and then it did not happen. Then I have to change. I I was not able to give the 10 questions mock also properly.
Mm.
Then I understood what was lacking. I went chapter by chapter, cleared 10 chapters, and then 10 chapters with 10 marks, like each chapter covering 100 questions.
Mm.
So there I built my confidence. Then after that, was changed. I was like pretty much smooth in 60 questions, 80 questions mark, and utilizing the breaks, like even though you're saying it every time, like we ignore it, but we realize it. It comes by experience. We have to utilize break whatever is given. We have to utilize it. Otherwise, it is going to build a lot of pressure. In my
Mm.
exam, I had eight multiple drags,
Mm.
drag and drops, and they were like A and B categories. Like eight, eight multiple drags and drops, and in each question there are eight left side, eight right side.
Okay. Okay. PMI want to test
Literally,
you.
I'm spending like four. They literally like, and to come to the worst part, first 15 questions had four drag and drops.
God, man.
I was like gone. I was like gone. And whenever there is a drag and drop, I was like completely disturbed. I was like,
Did you did
I
you did
better
you
not,
stop for
not
a
answer
while?
this question.
Gangadhar, did you stop for a while and ask the
Like,
God, why
yeah,
me?
because
Why,
I am the suitable guy to do that.
why
Uh,
me?
so it was like
Hmm.
we usually see drag and drops for this side and fourth side. We try to
Yeah,
match
yeah.
that. But here there are two sets, four above, four below, total eight. And
Okay.
they are like completely textbook context. Like if you know the textbook, you can drag it correctly.
Mhm.
Otherwise, it's gone.
Mm. Understood.
And no my calculations part.
Mm.
And like whatever practice you do, drag and drops, they are like nowhere related to any context wherever you have seen. Like if you know the textbook, only then you are going to answer that.
Mm. Okay.
And I got a lot of time consumed here.
Mhm.
I have to keep up the pace. That
Understood.
was
Understood.
very
Gangadhar, one
much
question. Gangadhar,
point
one
I
question
have to
to
make
you.
it.
One question to you. How was Agile influence in the main exam?
It was very major. Predictive is comparatively or very less, we can say. Agile or hybrid is more dominant.
Hmm. Hmm.
The
Okay.
majority of questions, whatever are coming in any area, they are coming directly in hybrid or agile.
Agile
Maybe
form.
it should be iterative, incremental,
Okay.
but it is in that area.
Okay. Okay. Good. One question to you on the time management. Are you in control after having all this drag and drop?
Say I was not in control of time management.
Hmm.
Uh, Drag and drop destroyed most of the planning and
Conflict.
the breaks which we are taking, or
Hmm.
even in the exam center, I felt little of weird.
Hmm.
Like a lot of sound was coming, like chair movement or they pushing doors, closing, and the way they behaved was not so cool.
Cool.
Maybe it depends on center to center. I don't know. I am from Hyderabad, but if your home environment is much better, you can sit at home and do it more peacefully if you have that resource.
I'm a bit worried today. I'm
Okay,
hearing Bangalore, I'm hearing compliance. Hyderabad, I'm hearing compliance. This is not the way
because
Pearson teach. Hmm.
because here we are focused towards calming ourselves, going to exam and coming back.
Yeah.
Now they are asking you to open your collar, roll up your sleeves, and
Okay.
then the button. Unfortunately, or suddenly, we don't know. We wear a full hand shirt, and they ask you to do some mock drill kind of things, and then suddenly, then you have to like it was like repeatedly after every break you're coming going. Every two times it will be happening there. So your 2 minutes or 3 minutes is gone here, and again you are outside and coming back inside.
Yeah,
And
that is there.
maybe sitting at home, you'll be like more comfortable.
Could be, could be. But did they give you earplugs? Because if you hear a lot of sounds around,
Yeah, they gave earplugs and noise cancellation headset kind of thing was also there, but the kind of noise because of chairs or door opening and closing, multiple people coming into the same hall or room which
hmm.
you are allocated.
Okay, okay,
There are around 10 or 15
got
systems.
you, got you, got you, got
So
you. All right. Overall, I think it was a good effort from your side. Now, if you want to give any recommendation for reading and preparation, because people are struggling, scores are not going high. They feel like I'm stuck somewhere. Will you have anything to tell them how to improve themselves on the confidence on the score?
um, what actually I faced, I was literally scoring 2, 3, 4 initially in the 10 questions mark chapter wise when I was trying initially, and then I realized what I was doing the mistake. I spoke to Rahul. Rahul
Hmm.
suggested me, sir, go chapter by chapter and try to build a confidence over there, you as much as possible. So then I put
Hmm.
the chapter, I read through it, I took the Reta book, I took highlighters, do the highlight all things, and then do one chapter, uh, first mock, read through the references.
Hmm.
Why this answer why it is wrong, the reference provided in what context. I go back to the Agile or Framework and read that context few lines before after, build that concept, and then by the time I do 30 or 40 questions, I'm in like good pace. I know why they are asking this
Very good. Very
or
good.
why they are going to say this.
Very good. So reading in depth is pretty important.
So Rita is basic.
Hmm.
Rita is the basic. You
Hmm.
will read it.
Hmm.
Rita, I used to have the reading habit 4 o'clock to 5:30 or 6 o'clock, 2 hours Rita
Hmm.
in the mornings. And advantage for me is while driving to office, I used to put on the earphones, play the audio continuously.
Hmm. Okay. Good job. Good. Nice to hear a lot of good things today and a lot of challenges also. Let me invite all of them who cleared PMP one more time here. I have the 3 stars today. There are a few more people cleared, and these 3 stars step forward to tell that we will also share our experience and show that some tips. Even though we heard some struggle from them, but the end of that there is a joy. End of the tunnel there is a light. Huh? So there is a hard work. At the same time, there is a consistency and determination happen from all of them. So once again, congratulations and round of applause to the people who cleared here.
Yeah, and Shriram, I want to add one point.
Hmm.
Like for the students who are preparing, So while preparation time, I would suggest them to listen to your recordings, the recordings at least for like 2 times, at least. So with this, no, what I felt is I heard your recordings 2 times, like after answering my mock, and then it was like the gaps which were there, those gaps were like covered up. And if we are listening to your recordings, then there is no need to go for the Agile book also. Everything is covered in your recordings, class recordings, like each and every detailing. Because I went to Agile book also. Actually, I had contacted the people who personally contacted the people who cleared the exam. So they had suggested me to go through the Agile book also. So when I went to the book, it was like, okay, but I also went through your recordings. So I found that everything mentioned in the Agile book, Agile Practice Guide, so everything is covered in your class. So at least twice we should go through your recordings, class recordings.
Good to know. That's a good point. Thanks for sharing that, Ankita.
And the questions also, your questions are similar to the main exam questions. So if we are going through your questions properly and seriously, then it's very easy to clear the main exam. Literally.
Nice, nice.
Yeah.
I think last 2 points
I
gave a lot.
actually, I actually, yeah, I actually agree with what she is saying. Ankita is saying. I had a question the one of my Sunday prayers and asked you directly openly in forum like, are the PMI questions going to look exactly? And you have mentioned that some people have given this feedback, but I was looking at these questions from outside other platforms, whoever is sharing in some other platform or sharing through over WhatsApp to me. I was like not feeling that intensity or the value in that question, what they are discussing or putting forward. But when I have seen the main question paper, it is exactly at your final marks, not at not the initial ones, 10 question marks, but the 180 marks which you cover are exactly the main marks. Like they have the exact standard. If people are used to do only your marks, final marks, very good, gather that understanding, the question language, question options which you decide, like which the wordings you choose, exactly reflecting there. Like
Exactly.
I to clearly mention that people who are going to focus have this habit of looking at the questions shared over the groups by Rahul everyday basis, keep the mindset, and also don't allow a lot of other content into your brain.
Mhm.
Stick to ShriLearning content. Maybe that is as simple as that. Like if you are looking
Okay,
faithfully towards this platform and taking complete advantage, your final paper, when you sit in the final exam, you will feel like, I know this kind of things you will feel.
great.
Right.
Thanks, Gangadhar. You turned as a brand ambassador for us.
No, no, Shriram, it's really exactly the same content you can
No,
see in the
no,
main exam.
Good. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Thanks
because
a lot.
what I was
Hmm. Go ahead.
because what you were teaching, I also practiced and I also gave this in the trainings to my staff.
Oh,
I used to explain how these are connected, and then they are like enlightened. And I told them that I am going to appear for my PMP and I'm taking this all through. And the three of them were pretty much interested. I shared
perfect.
the contacts. Maybe
Perfect.
they will be willing to join next.
Perfect. Perfect.
That is a
Thanks for all
different
the.
one. But
Mhm.
the context which you build in your marks, they're very selective and they are 99% or above 90%, they're completely in line with the final exam.
Very good. Super good. Super good. All right, great. So thanks a lot again for coming up here and keep up the momentum and always say look for people to shine, apply in their job. Certificate is one portion of our life. Apply that in your professional and personal career because we learn some ethical behavior of PMI, responsibility, respect, honesty, and fairness. It
Right.
is not only a certificate. When I walk on the street, when I'm in a conference, when I'm talking to family members, we keep up that ethical behavior. People may look at you, man, are you nut? Come on, man, let's cut the corner. Let them say that, let's be ethical. People look at us the way we work and they realize that that person is a certified person, not by showing certificate, by our behavior, right? So good wishes, keep rocking, and thanks for your time being here.
Thank you so much, Shri.
Thank you.
Perfectly, perfectly, perfectly.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right.